That's not fair to a lot of the fans who pay good money just to see actual entertainment. They don't want to see 2-minute squashes. It just makes no sense anymore. We're not in that day and age anymore. We want to see actual good matches. Unless it's somebody like Braun Strowman just killing everybody, then we don't want to see it. And this is one of those things where that's why I really want the main event of WrestleMania to be Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Because A, there's a huge story behind there. B, Randy Orton won the right to main event WrestleMania because he won the Royal Rumble. I swear if this is one of those moments where they just kick off WrestleMania with that matchup, that is spitting not only in the face of the fans, but that is also spitting in the face of Randy Orton, of also Bray Wyatt, and to anybody who's ever held the WWE Championship. I mean, for gosh sakes, this is their main title. This is the title that they've held for like generations. And you're basically going to say that, oh, somebody earned the right to fight for that title, and you're going to have it start off the show? That's stupid. It's just one of those things where I just don't understand their logic nowadays. It's obviously still headed up by Vince McMahon, and Vince, come on, man. Just stop, please. You're killing the business inside and out. There's a lot of people that refer to, certain people being like cancerous to the wrestling business, whether it be professional wrestling, sports entertainment, and pro wrestling. Vince McMahon, you're starting to turn into that cancer right now. I understand that you like the part-timers because, hey, they draw in money, they draw in more. Don't feature them so much because then they're not going to be that much in the way of money. In fact, if one of them, gets hurt, like in the case of Sting, they're not going to be worth too much of anything. No offense, but you expect them to wrestle a lot, but now they can't anymore? How are you going to compensate for that? It's in all honesty. And I would really like to see Sting wrestle one more match, maybe against The Undertaker. That would be awesome. But I know that's never going to happen because Sting announced his retirement. And unfortunately, he has not gotten the surgery done to his neck. So he could still wrestle, but at the same time, if he tries to get the surgery, I guess he's not going to be able to do so much that he could do without it. I don't know. It's a very complicated surgery. But all in all, Monday Night Raw this night was actually a lot better than what it was last year, because last year's WrestleMania build-up for Raw was just, oh my gosh. I mean, I could definitely post up the video that we probably still have, in which we saw, when it was myself, Max, and Spencer, we were just raging hard at how horrible this show was. I mean, there even came a point where Max was so mad that he actually stormed out of the room, and then he came back and never said a word. He said absolutely nothing. You see Spencer actually just go like in a blind rage of fury. I was just at the point of I think I was at the point of I was broken. I literally was broken. I remember laughing on the ground. I was laughing so hard because it was like, oh my God, this is such bullshit. I mean, you look at everything that they did, the horrible build-up for the WWE title matchup. They did absolutely nothing with Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. They did jack squat with the whole tag team title match. Oh my gosh. That's right. They didn't make a tag team title match. They made a 6-man tag between New Day and the League of Nations. Yeah, that was a thing. But you know something? Just look at how much a year has just made things so much better. I mean, League of Nations is gone. Sheamus and Cesaro are back in the title hunt, and they're going to be looking amazing. The New Day is the host of WrestleMania, which I will say that, in all honesty, I want New Day to just have 3 segments, and that's it. Don't let them do too much more, and unless they're going to providing, the ice cream bars, or the booty pops, or whatever they want to call it. Unless they do that, then I don't want to see them appearing any more than 3 times throughout the show. That's all I'm going to say about that. So many great matches that are going to happen this Sunday, you guys. I'm just hoping for the best right now. I'm just hoping that most of these don't flop on their bellies and everything, because that would just be a shame. Monday Night Raw tonight did a pretty good job. I mean, the matches with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that was awesome. The opening Raw tag match was great. They had 2 cruiserweight matches. Austin Aries taking on Noam Dar, which was pretty good. Neville taking on Jack Gallagher, which is always entertaining. Trying to think if there was that Battle Royal thing that went nowhere. The tag team deal got canceled because of everybody just beating everybody up. And I don't know if they're going to promote a ladder match, but I think that's going to be the hopeful that I'm hoping that's going to happen, in all honesty, because I think that would actually be kind of cool. The segment with Seth Rollins and Triple H was amazing. And the ending of Goldberg versus Lesnar did absolutely nothing for me. Paul Heyman got a good speech in, but then Goldberg just basically said, let's just show a little bit of WrestleMania right now here in Philly. And then spears Brock Lesnar and then poses with the title, blah, blah, blah. It did nothing for me. So all in all, Raw did pretty good. I think it's definitely above average. I would give it probably a B+. And the plus was probably the fact that the whole Triple H and Seth Rollins deal, that was probably segment of the night. And Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, that was match of the night. So all in all, this was a pretty good show. A lot better than what it was last year. There was storylines that were continued on. They created new stuff for WrestleMania. They introduced some new faces to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which shouldn't come as a surprise, but it is what it is. But, alright, so that is going to be it for the Raw reaction. Now going into plugging everything else that is going on for WrestleMania week for the Elite Ringside Network. Holy cow. Again, guys, you can check us out on our Facebook fan page, ER Network 24/7, which is also our Twitter handle. So be sure to give us a follow there too to get all the updates on wrestling news as well as movie news and everything else. Tomorrow will be Smack Talk with Max Beatty and Spencer Hart, which they will probably be covering SmackDown Live as well as the WrestleMania card for SmackDown. Wednesday we'll be kicking off actually in the early mornings with a interview with Show Calval, in which we will actually be doing our predictions for WrestleMania, and as well as NXT TakeOver Orlando. Tune into that, as well as the Change the F Up episode with myself and Victory Bell, and we're going to be talking about the highest gross making movies of all time, whether it be revenue, box office, you name it. We're going to talk about those. Thursday will be the Smart Money Podcast, in which they will have a very special interview with another member of the WPW roster, as well as they will also make their WrestleMania predictions. I believe they'll also talk about NXT TakeOver as well. We'll wait and see. Friday will be the exclusive Facebook Live contract signing, as well as WrestleMania predictions for my prediction battle with Spencer Hart, which will be awesome. And also on Friday night, you guys, will be the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, headlined by WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. It is going to be awesome. And also on Saturday will be NXT TakeOver Orlando, headlined by Nakamura versus Bobby Roode 2 for the NXT Championship. And then WrestleMania on Sunday, in which we will see so many great matches, you guys. I mean, honestly, the top 3 matches on there are going to be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton, Goldberg against Lesnar, and Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. Those are the 3 ones that they're going to be heavily promoting. So that is how things are going to go. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another edition of Raw Reaction. We will tune in again next week when we will be talking about post-WrestleMania Raw. Let's just hope they do something really good. They need something good to kind of make things more interesting. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys for Wednesday. Have a good one, you guys. Have a good night. Happy WrestleMania week.